Jack ignored his family's protests and jumped toward the outside of the building without hesitation. Before he could catch his breath, his left hand slowly lost strength. Suddenly, fortunately, at the critical moment, he grabbed the edge of the floor. Jack climbed up with all his might. His family finally sighed with relief when they saw him. But then Jack picked up a pole from the ground, shouted loudly, and rushed toward even higher floors. This scene nearly made his mother faint. Jack was extremely nervous too, but seeing the toxic gas getting closer below, he could only keep climbing up along the wall. He quickly reached the top. Jack secured the rope, then hugged the protruding rock. Cautiously extending his foot across, his right foot barely touched the pillar. He couldn't hesitate. He pushed off and jumped across. Then Jack felt for the beam, instantly releasing his grip, his body suspended in midair, hanging from the wall, slowly moving past his family. His mother had already collapsed on the ground, because one slip would mean her son falling to his death before her eyes. Thankfully, Jack had years of rock climbing experience. He made it across without incident, secured the rope again, found another handhold, and continued climbing upward. But the wall reliefs offered poor grip. Each step Jack took was extremely difficult. After climbing for what seemed like forever, Jack finally reached the highest level. Just as he was about to reach the top, he couldn't quite reach the next step. The life-saving rope tied around his waist had become a burden to his progress. But thinking that if he didn't open the rooftop door soon, the toxic gas would spread upward and his entire family might die, Jack made a quick decision and cut the rope from his waist. When his wife saw this, she hurriedly tried to stop him, but by then he had no way back. So without any protective measures, he began free climbing. Finally, Jack reached the highest level. If he could just get past the statue ahead, he could reach the rooftop. He steadied his breathing, prepared his body, and leaped with all his might, grabbing the lion statue's fangs, his entire body dangling in midair. He couldn't afford to hesitate. Quickly pulling himself up, but unexpectedly, the tooth broke. Jack lost his balance. Nearly falling, he desperately hugged the statue's nose but struggled to maintain his grip, so he curled his legs tightly and inched his way up. Extreme exhaustion left Jack gasping for air, but saving his family was urgent. He hurried to open the rooftop door and rescued his entire family. His wife told everyone to take out their phones to signal for help toward the sky. Before long, a plane slowly approached. As rescue workers lowered a cage, everyone rushed to get inside. But when his wife was about to board, she was told it was already overloaded. They could only take one more person.